Everyone doing alright? It's Cody, guys. I'm back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, gonna cover knife crime. Yeah, I've tried to do this vlog once, and my memory on my phone fucked it up after I talked for about 10 minutes. Yeah, so I've had to do it again. Right, guys. So knife crime. Yeah, big thing in the news at the moment. A lot of people dying at the hands of knives, blades, and everything else. Right. I've been arrested myself for offensive weapons, but my offensive weapons were knuckle dusters. Got arrested on the door, give a version of events, and got away with it. Got no further action on it because I was good in interview. Yeah, like knives, guys. Right, I learnt from a very young age. Yeah, well, I was bullied from a young age, but as I got older and I started to put on size, right, I learned that like violence was a very good weapon to control people. I.e., if there was mither in me, if I actually snapped and stuff, they'd leave me alone. Knives are readily available anywhere. A lot of youths are carrying them, gangs are carrying them. They carry shooters as well, firearms, big problem with firearms as well. But knives are taking so many lives at the moment, it fucking hell. The streets are dangerous places, guys, right? Fucking less and less police on the streets, soaring crime rates. I'll keep going over this, right? But there's a kid that's just died, 20-year-old in St. Helens, right? God bless him, may he rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers are with his family at this sad time, as it is with anyone that dies at the hands of the knife crime. The new Met police commissioner, Cressida Dick, right? She's saying that there's not an issue with knife crime and everything else, and they're on it. Absolute bollocks, guys. Just look at the news in the last few weeks. I think there's like 5 or 6 people have died in the past 2-3 weeks at the hands of knives, right? And then you've got the critical, where people are in critical condition in hospital. Like I say, knives are cheap to buy. Like I could go into town now to one shop and come out with everything from fucking a machete, meat cleaver, commando dagger, Swiss Army penknife, fucking like choppers, fucking knives, serrated edges, butcher's knives, combat knives, hunting knives, all that sort of stuff, guys. All of them can be used as a weapon. Just over to my left there is a block of knives. They're that readily available, guys. And like I say, if you're a big guy and you're out there and stuff, and some little youth that's 14, 15, 6 stone wet through pulls a blade on you, it's a good equalizer, isn't it, guys? Right? It doesn't matter how big and how hard you are, right? A knife can fuck you, can end your life. They can, some of them, when they stab, they just stab like into your body, right? Others, right, that are trying to kill you will go for your heart, your lungs, your kidney, your liver, your appendix, because your appendix can burst and stuff and rupture. People can die of internal bleeding. You've got your carotid artery there. You've got your femoral artery. Like I say, people from anywhere, like a machete, bam into your thigh, and if it severs your artery, guys, you guys are going to bleed out, unless a tourniquet is applied and stuff like that. There's too much blood on the streets, guys. With fewer police on the streets, right? Like I say, I've been involved with them gangs and stuff like that, and the criminal gangs and stuff. People are carrying knives, in my opinion, for very different reasons, for very various reasons, right? Some are carrying knives because they've got mental health issues and they're paranoid. They could be paranoid schizophrenics or something, where they think they're going to be targeted, or when they're out and about, they've got they suffer from hypervigilance, where they might perceive a threat to come. It might not be even a threat, and they could stab that person. Gang members are carrying knives readily. Like I say, with fewer police on the streets, people are carrying knives for safety as well. Yeah, it's just like knives are just like, I know the police, the courts are supposed to be like giving harsher penalties and stuff to people that are caught with blades. But it's very, right, I'll give you an example of a way you could get away with knife crime, right? You get arrested, you've got a knife in your possession, right? I got caught with a set of knuckle dusters on the door. I was arrested. I was taken to the police station. I said, look, I found this in the toilet. I was having a piss. I looked out the corner of my eye. I seen this gold thing, washed it off because it was covered in piss, put it in my pocket. You guys approached me. I was waiting for the first police unit. You guys approached me, and out of respect of you being an officer, I let you guys speak first. Then you guys asked me if I had anything on me. I produced it. You guys arrested me. I said, and here we are. I said I was going to hand it in. I said, but I can't leave my doorpost on the door. I said, because there's only, like, I was the only one on that night, and like I say, the safety of the club and stuff, by law I've got to be there. So anyway, guys, that was no further action. So if you're on the streets, right, of Britain, and you get caught with a knife, if you say, oh, if you get stopped and searched, just say, I was on my way to the police station to hand this in. I guarantee you guys, because the police can't prove you're not, you'll get what you call NFA, no further action. It's that simple, guys. It's that easy to get away with crime. With fewer police on the streets and stuff, people are bearing arms for different reasons. Some people, like I've gone into, like gang members are actively carrying knives. Everyone's getting stabbed, right? Bouncers get stabbed, right, and slashed. They're wearing stab-proof vests, they're wearing bulletproof vests, right? I used to wear one. The gang members are carrying knives because they can. With fewer police on the street, more of them are carrying knives because, like I say, it's the in thing, right? And it's the cool thing and everything. And if you're in a different area and you get caught what they call slipping, which means you get caught in someone else's area, like postcode gangs and things like that, they're going to come after you, aren't they? They're going to go after you. So it's a big problem. It's a big issue. I remember once, like, everyone carries knives, right? Some people have, like, some people might be paranoid in the property, right? They might have people after them, right? They've got knives in the property, right? A journalist once asked me, right, why do drug dealers and criminals and stuff have, like, things like machetes and samurai swords in the properties, right? Now, obviously, the simple answer is, the obvious answer is for self-defense, but you're not gonna, if you've got a shooter in your fucking thing, you can't explain a shooter. With a samurai sword, it could be an ornamental, it could be an ornament, right? And guys, trust me, people use them excuses. The police know it's bullshit, but the police can't prove that they're not there for ornamental purposes, right? So that's that. There's just so many different fucking things. That watch is gonna go off in a minute. It's gonna do me head in. Right, stay there, guys. Come with me. Stay there. Right. I'm in the bedroom. Right, guys. So yeah. So, like, they can't prove it. Right. So, like I say, it goes on from there. And then, because they can't prove it and stuff, people get no further action. Yeah. I'm laying on my bed, guys. That's why it looks a bit weird. So yeah. So people get no further action on it because I've just come in here because of fucking washing machine. If it's not one thing, it's enough when I do these fucking vlogs. So yeah, guys, right, so like I say, the thing is, yeah, courts are going to be more harsher on criminals, right, that are caught with knives and stuff. But the thing is, right, the police are not about, are they? So they can't arrest people and put them before the courts because they're not about, right? I'm going to stand up and do it because I look weird on my side. Yeah, so there's less and less police about. So obviously the criminals, right, are getting away with stuff. And they're carrying knives and stuff like that. And like I say, the reason that they have, like, machetes and things and samurai swords are because there's ways around it. You can't explain a firearm, and you go into prison for a shooter straight off the bat, right? With knives and stuff like that and samurai swords, they're more explainable. They're ornaments. Like a meat cleaver, the clue's in the title, meat cleaver, to cut meat. Like I say, guys, there's so many different ways around things, but because there's no police about, the streets are absolutely lawless, and I don't really blame people for carrying knives. It's a dangerous, like, if you live in an illegal, like, if you live in a legal life and you go into work and stuff, right, you don't really need to carry a weapon, do you? But there again, there are muggings and things like that, carjackings and stuff like that. A guy just been murdered here in Manchester a few days ago. Defended his property, went outside, they tried to drive off in his car, he stood in front of them, they drove over him, he died, sadly, God bless him, may rest in peace, yeah. So yeah, there's so many, like, instances and stuff, like why people carry knives and things like that. Like I say, it's safety, it's gangs, it's the in thing, right? But all we're seeing from St. Helens, Manchester, London and other cities throughout the country and stuff, are people dying at the hands of knives, guys. And what, back in the day, like, people used to use these, right, and they just have a straightener and that'd be the end of it. But now, guys, you've got retributions, you've got people that, oh, it's disrespect and stuff, and they come back at you, right, with blades and stuff like that. I'm a big guy, yeah, but fucking hell, a butcher. If someone comes at me with a 12-inch blade or a 10-inch blade or a 9-inch blade or whatever, it's gonna cut through me like a knife through butter, guys. Um, yeah, like I say, I don't like knife crime. I really don't, guys. I don't like people dying on the streets. Like I say, I've been the criminal. I've done all that sort of either, but I can't. People shouldn't carry knives, guys. It's not fucking hell. If you've got a problem, yeah, use these, but they don't, man. It's all CS gas. It's fucking blades. Like I say, I've been there and I've done it, but when I was the young kid that was that was carrying knives and all that, right? It was only if it came on top. I didn't. And the thing is as well with knife crime as well is people that are carrying blades, all it matters is the difference between the killer and the victim sometimes can be that the victim wasn't quick enough to get his knife out. The knife victim could have easily have been the killer if if it's a gang situation and they've both got knives and stuff. It doesn't, like I say, it doesn't make it any better or anything like that. Because I'm older and I'm wiser now and I've got a different mentality and stuff, I could look back at the kid that I was, I'd strangle him and slap him about a bit. I don't even recognise the kid that I was back then. I was feral. And like I say, it's just, kids should be kids, and like when they're 12 and 13 and stuff, I used to go playing football and kicking balls around and jumping out, river jumping and fucking off into the woodlands and just being a little bastard, mate, chasing girls and being a little knock a door on the way and all that stuff back in the day. Kids these days, guys, are getting about with big fucking knives, and like I say, you don't need to be trained to use a knife. Like I say, you just need to plunge it into the body. If they know where they're trying to aim and stuff, they'll go for your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your vital organs, or your arteries and stuff like that, so you can bleed out. But like I say, it's a dangerous precedent to set and stuff. Like I say, so you can turn someone's life upside down, but you're not just turning their life upside down if you kill the victim. It's their families and their families' family, and the families fucking, it could have kids and stuff, and the kids' families, and it's just, it needs to be more done, guys. But like I say, with the police and a non-entity on the streets and stuff, in my opinion, it's only going to get worse. Let me know, guys, what your instances are of knife crime and all that stuff. Sorry that I've rambled on a bit between when I came in from the front room to the bedroom and stuff. I was waffling a bit because I was trying to talk, and I've got my washer on and all that sort of stuff. Right, listen, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.